Welcome back. Spring is a great time to have a new beginning by getting out and volunteering in your community.
Would you like to volunteer in your community this spring but are lost when it comes to finding things to do? No need to be confused any longer. Our next guests, Patricia Knowles and Rosalie Gulso, join Jean Jones with another Volunteering in the Valley.
Hi there, we're back with a new and improved springtime version of Volunteering in the Valley. The weather's changing, the robins are back, the jonquils are coming up, and we've got some brand new projects in the community that I'll bet some of you would like to share in. Today we have as our guests
Patricia Knowles.
Patricia Knowles from the Community Child Development Center. And she's doing for us just what she would have done with her little ones, which is bring the big capital letters so we can learn our alphabet today. Because what Community Child Development Center is a daycare and preschool for birth to kindergarten age children in the Macon area. And tell us a little bit more about your organization, what you do, some of the projects you've got going on, and a little about how we can help out.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for having me today. And I brought a guest with me, Rosalie Gulso, and she's going to tell about some of the things she does at CCDC. But CCDC, or Community Child Development Center, is a program serving children birth to age 6. And we serve them with quality care and education opportunities. And we're mainly designed for parents that work because we're open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. year-round. And this allows parents to work and go to school depending on their hours. We know children are there for long periods of time, so we have lots of great appropriate activities for the different age groups planned. And we have a great facility with appropriate equipment and materials and toys and a super playground. And we even have a garden where the kids can garden and plant and grow and eat the things they grow. So we have lots of opportunities for kids to grow and learn at CCDC. And because of this, we have a waiting list. And so a couple of years ago, we started the process to expand our current facility so we can serve more children. I'm really excited to say that this spring we're going to start hammering and nailing and putting that building up. And we'll be able to serve 18 more children with a new classroom. And we'll also have a multi-purpose room that's going to be built as a safe room for in the event of storms and that kind of thing. So we have a lot of things going on at CCDC, and we encourage the community to stop by anytime. CCDC was begun by the community, and we only exist because of community support. And there's always opportunities for volunteers, and I brought one of our best volunteers today with me, Rosalie Gulso, and I'm going to let her tell you about some of the things she does for us at Community Child Development Center.
I have the privilege to work with the children. They're from ages 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, and we do journals on Wednesdays, and it is so much fun. I just so enjoy working with the children. The teachers are great, and they determine and they establish themes, and then the children have to make a picture to draw what that theme might be. For instance, like in the wintertime, they draw snowman, or they might draw Santa Claus, and then when they get a little older, in the advanced 4 and 5-year-olds, then they talk more about individual people, and they have each child is interviewed by the teacher, and there are questions. They tell them about, oh, I like to go and eat pizza with my family, or I like to play on the playground with this friend or that friend. And so then the children have to identify who that person they're talking about, and then they have to make a picture of that person and write a sentence or as many words as they can with that child's name. So it is really, really fun. It's so entertaining to me, and it's just gives you such a different perspective from your everyday life, especially when your children are growing and you get to work with the younger ones again. For me it is. It's just a real blessing, and I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity. And I would encourage anybody just to come out and check it out and see what it's like, and see if you can't fit in someplace to volunteer. I volunteer an hour a week, which isn't very much at all to me, I don't think, but it serves a purpose and it helps the teachers and they seem to appreciate it, so.
I
It's
think
fun.
the idea of journaling is interesting because we generally don't think of that with children that young. And I think it also helps the children learn to relate to one another in a different way than they would just on the playground. They get to think of them more as individuals who are also a part of a family somewhere, and that family also interacts, and it may interact as theirs does or differently. But what a unique idea. And then those go to the families at the end of the year
Yes,
as a kind of a keepsake. That's great.
it's in a spiral notebook, and then the teacher makes notes for the particular day, and so that's all recorded, and then they can share it with their parents or their guardian or whoever they live with, so.
Trish, I'm hearing construction, and usually when we think of construction, if you've got some existing facilities, that usually means you're going to have to move some things around, you're going to have to make some preparation. Tell us a little bit about what kind of help you want for preparation.
Well, one of the things we're going to have to do is move some storage buildings and a shade structure. And to be real honest, I'm not really sure of everything we're going to have to move at this point in time. And of course, when you move something, it has to be reinstalled. We're still going to be using these items. And so we need help doing things like that. We can always use help in our center garden. As Rosalie is doing, we can use help inside. Working with individual children. Sometimes we have people just come in and rock a baby, and people are welcome to do that. So really, we have a job for everybody at CCDC, and we can fit you in wherever you would like, whatever your skills and talents are, and make use of them in a very great way. It's just very rewarding to give to kids. And the staff really appreciate it. You can never have too many hands when you're working with children. So even if you're only there for an hour a week, it's an hour that's very much appreciated by CCDC.
What's the age range on your volunteers approximately, Trish?
Oh, we've had everything from church groups to senior citizens. So we don't put any age range on there.
And there again, it's great for those youngsters to have an opportunity to relate with other folks of all ages because they may not have grandparents in the area. They may not have siblings at home who are a few years older. So that's a really neat opportunity for both sides there, the children that are receiving the volunteer services and the young adults and adults who are there to perform the services. I know we talked a little bit before we sat down today about some areas where you have special opportunities because you don't have anyone right now. One of the things we talked about was music.
Right. Yes, some of those special areas, our staff does a great job with music and art and even like physical education kinds of things. But sometimes if you have someone who has an expertise in that particular area, they can enrich that activity a little bit. And so that would be a wonderful opportunity for someone who would like to use those skills maybe they developed in the workforce for a lot of years and really put them to good use.
Or maybe even just a hobby.
That's right.
That we have lots of hobby musicians who've never played a professional note, but who just enjoy sharing a skill. Whatever your skill is, if you think you'd enjoy sharing it, and it would be age appropriate for preschoolers, give Trish a call. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I would just like to thank the community very much because, as I stated earlier, Community Child Development Center is a community-based program, and we wouldn't exist without donors, volunteers, parents helping out. I could just go on and on and on, and we just wouldn't be here. And the staff and the board and I appreciate all the help that everyone gives CCDC, and we just like to see more people get involved because I really feel like it enriches everyone's life.
And it really does take a village.
It does take a village.
Even if the village happens to be called Macon.
And Macon's a great village, so.
Well, you've heard something about the Community Child Development Center and some of the needs that they have. Lots of other things going on in the community. I bet if you take the time to look around, you'll find something that matches your interests and your abilities, and even your time schedule, because not all volunteering happens between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Lots of you can go out in the evening and give an hour or two for something that requires help, or you can go early in the day. I'll bet you the nursing homes wouldn't mind if you came a little early or came a little later, long as the residents haven't gone to bed already. Another thing we'd like to do is just mention that our AARP chapter, which is the Long Branch area chapter, co-sponsors this program with CVTV so that we can bring to the whole community and the whole area opportunities for volunteering. We did a little project at our March meeting. Instead of eating our refreshments, we donated our refreshments. We did a cookie shower, and we presented the results of that cookie shower to the Agape Cafe for their Saturday meal program. And we've issued a little challenge to other communities and groups in the area. Skip your refreshments. Have a cookie drive or talk to the Agape Cafe, see if they have another need, or communicate with another agency or group in the area that deal with hunger issues and food issues. Find out what they need. Skip your refreshments and donate that 1 month a year so that those that might go hungry otherwise will have something to look forward to. We want to thank you for being here and tuning in with us, and just get out there, find a place, find a volunteer home. You'll enjoy it. Thanks again. See you next time.
Thanks, Jean, Tricia, and Rosalie. What does a yellow ribbon mean to you?
Yellow ribbons appeared along with the slogan, "Support our troops," in the form of yellow ribbons tied to trees and countless other contexts. It often has the implied meaning of bring home our troops.
Green Hills Auxiliary Unit 57 of Buckland started a yellow ribbon fundraiser last summer, and last week proudly presented a check to the USO of Missouri, and CVTV was there.
So tell him he's actually, we always laugh because he was the second one born.
Hi, I'm Doris Kitchen, and I would like to present this check from the American Legion from Buckland, Missouri, Unit 57, to the USO. We raised this money through a Yellow Ribbon campaign, and we want to present this today to Kelly from Fort Leonard Wood. So we wanted to keep our money in our own state. So this is the way we chose to do it. And Tammy was the other chairperson in this. And we want to thank everybody for helping out to raise this money for them.
We just really appreciate you guys raising the funds for the USO and keeping it local. Our guys at Fort Leonard Wood, our guys and girls, will truly appreciate it, and we'll make sure they all know where it came from. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
All right. Wonderful. Well, Wilma, this was a pretty neat thing today.
Yes, I'm so proud of my National Security Chairman, Doris Kitchen and Tammy Sarton. They had a brainstorm and thought this up last spring, I believe it was. And we ordered just one roll, which had 50 ribbons on it. We thought, well, we'd do good to sell one roll. So we got rid of them fast, and we had ordered, I think, two more. And we went to Marceline during their 4th of July and set a table up each night at their celebration. A bunch of us
And they
members.
sold like hotcakes.
Well, some nights it did, some nights it didn't. But members took turn and set up the table and sold ribbons there. And then our hometown, Buckland's homecoming, was the 1st of August. And we set up a table then and sold some too. And then Doris, I'll let her tell you about the one at New Cambria. That's her home. And she did a fantastic thing over there and really sold a lot of ribbons and helped us out.
All right.
I'm so proud of her.
Good. Thank you. Doris, so you orchestrated the majority of this, from
Well-
making ribbons to,
Well, making the ribbons is easy.
yeah, and you girls just sit around
It
and
was
kind of...
it was hanging them from every tree and every pole that got to be the work.
Yeah.
but I had some good help to do that too. And then I had some very good people. New Cambria's Fall Festival was the day before 9/11. So I put out the news that we needed to decorate our town in yellow ribbons in support of our men and women in uniform. So I put that news out, and let me tell you, I was making ribbons faster than I could put them in a tote. Had to buy extra totes to put them in.
Wonderful.
As I sold them, to people.
Uh-huh.
And the day of the New Cambria Fall Festival, every light pole in New Cambria had a ribbon on it, and every tree in the park had a yellow ribbon on it in support of our men and women in uniform.
Wonderful, and every one of those was sponsored by the people of Buckland and New Cambria.
Well, Buckland and New Cambria, yeah, some was sold. We had some others that sold, My daughter bought some. She lives in Macon. And there was a few other people that have active duty people like me that bought in honor of their soldiers.
So you got a lot of those expatriate Buckland, New Cambria
Yeah.
people that
Oh, yeah.
contribute too. You
Yeah,
bet.
well, as a Buckland unit, we're not all Buckland.
Right.
We can, as an organization, we're made up of many small towns.
Well, it's great what you ladies did. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Well, the USO, you don't get any better, there's no place better to donate money than to the USO because they support our troops.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, Kelly, you are with the USO and the recipient of this award.
Yes, we're very honored to receive this donation. And I'm with the USO of Missouri.
Uh-huh. And you're based out of Fort Leonard Wood area?
Yes, I'm the center director of the Fort Leonard Wood USO. We have an 18,000 square foot facility right there on Fort Leonard Wood.
Uh-huh, wonderful. The USO has been around a long time. The guys in World War I. What was the exact start of the USO?
Actually, the USO is now going on its 75th year. We're celebrating our 75th year anniversary. But the USO of Missouri has been around since 1981. And what many people don't realize, that the ladies here in Buckland realize that our USO of Missouri is not funded by our national USO. So all money raised here goes directly to our USO of Missouri because we are not nationally funded.
Wonderful. Now, when we think the USO, we think of dancing girls on the stage. What other wonderful things does the USO do?
We are here to support our troops. So sometimes you'll find us out at 2 in the morning on the runways serving breakfast and lunches and during deployments and welcome homes. But for here, like in Fort Leonard Wood, we have an 18,000 square foot facility, and it's a place for the soldiers to come in, relax, not have to worry about anything at all, and it's a home away from home. So on a Sunday, we can have anywhere from 600 to 1,000 troops just relaxing in our USO. They don't have to worry about a thing. We have computers for them to use, phones for them to use. They can have whatever they want at the snack bar. It's all free. It's a worry-free zone just for them to relax and get away a little bit. So we just want to be there home away from home while they're away from their homes.
All right, wonderful. Well, I'm sure I speak for the ladies here that it's a great cause.
It is. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
We've had many ask us lately, why are rural phone calls not connecting? The answer is a growing epidemic. First off, someone makes a call, and rather than connecting directly, that call is directed by the long-distance carrier through what's called a least cost router. From there, the call is rerouted again.
Not to where makes the most sense, but to where it is the cheapest to reroute the call. Many times that call can even get stuck in a loop. As your rural phone carrier, we are not even receiving the call on our network and have no awareness of the call taking place.
This is where we need your help. We are more than happy to work with the other carriers, but you must first contact your long-distance or wireless carrier to open a ticket to resolve the issue. Details such as date and time of the call, as well as number dialed, are necessary.
Rural call failures aren't just annoying, they are a serious public safety threat. Hospitals and first responders rely on phone connections in emergencies.
Our communities deserve better, and that's why we are helping lead the way to a solution in partnership with the NTCA. Through education, effective rules, and enforcement, we can help you get the reliable access you deserve. To learn more, visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/Sheridan Valley or go to www.ntca.org/call-completion.
We certainly want to help everybody if they're having that issue, and that's something that
We'll just keep trying to get the information out. So yeah, please go and share that. It's on our page, and we've shared that, and we'll continue to do that.
Disaster Response offers another volunteering opportunity. The Macon County Community Volunteer Corps Plan and Prepare for a Disaster Response meeting is this Friday from 1 to 3 at the Macon County Health Department. Call 660-395-4711 for more information or to RSVP, and walk-ins are welcome.
Don't miss the Macon Lions Club Fish Fry this Friday from 5 to 7 at Macon High School. Proceeds benefit the Lions Eyeglasses program, and if you come across some old glasses while spring cleaning, get them to the Lions Club. They can make good use of them.
4-H and FFA organizations do much for the youth of our community, and they need our support. They are hosting a Tenderloin Luncheon this Sunday at the Knights of Columbus Hall in Salisbury from 10:30 to 1. Come for great food and support the youth in our community. Carryouts are available.
Through the month of March, MoDOT crews are committed to repairing potholes as quickly as they are reported throughout the state. Motorists can report the location of potholes by calling 888-275-6636.
Spring cleaning time, clean out your attics, storage units, closets, and garages. Have a sale to help support Macon County's Relay for Life. Spring citywide garage sales are May 13th and 14th.
Blood is the most precious gift that anyone can give to another person. It's the gift of life. Be a hero and give blood March 15th at the Sheridan County Ambulance District in Salisbury from 2 to 6, or on Monday, March 28th from 12 to 6 at the Marceline Eagles Lodge.
Need help finding a job? A job fair will be held at Moberly Municipal Auditorium Wednesday, March 23rd from 2 to 6. Employers, if you would like to have a booth at that fair, call 660-263-6070.
CVTV will also help you get the word out about job openings at no charge. You can email your openings to the address on the screen.
Sheridan Valley is looking for an IP services analyst, business sales consultant, and an IT intern. Check out all the details at cvalley.net. Click on About Us, then Jobs.
Tune in to CVTV this week for Digital Drama Presentation, a must-see for parents, Colby's Trophy Hunt for all our outdoorsmen, and Perfectly Imperfect, St. Pat's Day burlap banner for all the crafters. See these and many more of your favorite shows this week on CVTV.
Check out our weekly lineup for a full listing at cvalley.net. Also, check out CVTV's YouTube channel for all your favorite CVTV programs at youtube.com/CVTV22.
Photographers, submit your favorite photos for Sheridan Valley's 2017 Directory Cover Photo Contest. We are looking for pictures that depict the beauty of our area or has a technology theme. There's a limit of 4 photos per contest entrant, so submit your photos to the address on the screen.
We have had a few come in already, so
Great.
Looking forward to seeing some more. We not only celebrate the arrival of spring this week, it's also time to break out the green and celebrate the luck of the Irish. There are so many great Irish sayings, it's hard to pick just one, but here's one of my favorites. Dance as if no one's watching, sing as if no one's listening, and live every day as if it were your last.
Great words, and I didn't really dress for the occasion
Well.
on that, unfortunately, nor will I dance a jig here, so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want to see that.
Well, that's it for now for the Sheridan Valley Channel and Darren Elazars, who is not dancing a jig. I'm Donna Bell, and we thank you for sharing a part of your day with us.
Stay tuned, another CVTV program is coming up shortly.